My name is Leinweber, and I'm with the Market Technicians Association Board of Directors. And we have today Kitty Angle of Angle Capital Management, who just presented some of his work in the investing space. Thanks for coming and speaking with us.
Thanks for having me.
Can you tell our viewers a little bit about what you do on a day-to-day basis in managing money?
Well, we're 100% systematic in the way we approach in our asset management work. So consequently, the challenge is making sure that you implement the product as you tested it. So much of my work now is spent either thinking how to improve or maybe working on new ideas that might create new product that might offset what I'm doing.
You mentioned research and preparation.
Oh yeah.
You really think that that's so key?
Yeah. That if you do all the work right in the first time, on the front end, it just saves you so much, because the whole point of research is to find out what's wrong with it before the market tells you what's wrong with it, with real money and with clients and all that. So the front end just saves you a whole lot of headache.
So you've been in managed futures for a long period of time. How has it changed over that time?
How has it changed? It really hasn't. Meaning that when you ask me a question, I think of maybe a dozen things, but in terms of the work, you're really doing a lot of, when I say it hasn't, we're really doing a lot of the same things that we did in the first year, and then trying to figure out a better way to skin the cat, let your profits run, cut your losses, that type of thing. In terms of the dynamics of financial services, compared to when I first started, it's exploded from that standpoint. There's more product, there's more options for people to choose from. I think there's a lot of more noise in terms of how to make decisions. So part of what I do as well is when it comes to selecting clients, or clients come to me, I just want to make sure it's a good fit between what they're wanting to do and what I'm willing to deliver, because quite often if there's a if it's a relationship that's not compatible, then at some point in time the relationship can't survive a long-term basis. So it's important that in terms of our product that they be able to hang in there for 3, 4, 5 years before they decide whether or not this was a good decision or not. And usually, so far, the long-term viewpoint has served well. So
that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Now you mentioned that you had a background in writing with newsletters, and it sounds like you're starting another writing project. Is that right?
Well, I think that what it boils down to is when I was in my 20s, I was interested in writing. I got into a newsletter business in the marketing part of the markets, but I thought, I have some other ideas about writing. I'll probably create my own publishing company, and it's something that I can do at the other end of my life where you're not so active in dealing with family and kids and all of that. So it's kind of I wanted to do this years ago, so with this new book that I'm talking about, it will give me an opportunity to kind of launch that side of the business and not really jeopardize all the work that I have done for so many years.
Very good. Is there a date on when the book will be released?
When it gets finished, but I'm trying to get it done. It's in editors' hands now, and so by the end of this year, hopefully people will be able to, it'll be released and that kind of thing. So there'll be more promotion when I get to that point. So
good. So what are your impressions from the MTA conference so far?
Hey, I'm really impressed with the group. It's a very enthusiastic group, very upbeat. You can share a lot of things that maybe clients aren't interested in. And there's a lot of stock people here, and people. It's good to be back in New York area, and I think that what I just wanted to come back and really motivate them is to kind of take their technical work more seriously, do more research. It can really be a great benefit tool for you, and I realize that not every firm where people might employ these skills are as receptive as other firms, where in my case in managed futures, technical-based, rules-based strategies are really dominate the space. So from that standpoint, I hope people come away with maybe a renewed enthusiasm.